Christ, if I wanted to watch bad indie wrestling, I would watch the local OVW show. I watched the band Slouch. What are they wrestling over? I forgot what it was.
Mind if I hop on?
It was really good. I was actually really impressed by Mansoor. The match. He did a lot of little things that made it more than actually a lot of bumps or aspects. I thought it was really good. You know what? You didn't see it? It's such a silly, preposterous looking gimmick and it's unworthy. The whole idea with this guy should have fucking gotten a goddamn full face tattoos. Anything to separate himself from the gimmick he had in WWE, and instead he's perpetuating it. So he's toast for anybody ever taking him seriously ever again anywhere. So then it matters. MJF and Hangnail Adam Page, too. Well, last week they confused the shit out of us.
That's our target.
What they were trying to plainly state was that the stipulation It's maybe racist or all such dipshits and uninteresting as the movie is.
Better collect this trap.
MJF has nothing to work with, and it's getting teased to the same right now because he's got a snake thing. To me, it's big MJ. He's a weak teenager who's behaving like a mentor. It's a problem. He's always acting like he's scared or he's upset. They go after his emotions. Adam Page is a problem. He seems
This thing's a trove of new data.
Stipulation I can never challenge for the world title. And then he went over and got the TNT title. He was the first one. But the point is, Cody in his mind knew I don't want to be the world champion of anything because I got this angle about finishing my story in the back.
Hunter, listen to this new event.
And he did that. At the time, telling people he didn't want people to think because he was an executive that he was pushing himself to the top.
Got something in mind?
He wouldn't dampen his fucking angle, and it was brilliant of him. Page has no such fucking realistic aspirations. They can't. It would be insanity to make Page the champion again and just got to derail any weak momentum MJF might have since he's been back 2 months ago. And he barely has won. He barely wins anything. And but then if you have MJF win and Page can't challenge for the world title again, then these people expect them to hold that stipulation forever and not milk it for a year or two and then have a hot heel, have a serious issue with him, and goddamn the fans demand that he break his word, that type of thing. It would have gone on in the territory days. Nothing bad if he goes back to his word. Even if he gets screwed around by a heel, he's the babyface because these fans have been taunted and sprayed the fucking things. So what are they doing here?
Previous heel turn, he said, I've done this. I'm shot down.
The issue is Adam Page
milquetoast cowboy. Perhaps he has milquetoast music taste, Jim, and perhaps he needs to listen to the right music with the right earbuds.
What he needs is he needs the right people in his ear, Brian. That's the way you got to say it. He needs the right people in his ear speaking to him where he can clearly hear them, not being muted or muffled by the outside forces. That's what he needs, and if that's what you need, folks, then we know the people that can speak to you. Raycon. Because they can speak to you, they can sing to you, they can instruct you. As a matter of fact, they can even enlighten, educate, and elucidate you. It just depends on what you're listening to, because with the brand new and ever popular Raycon earbuds. Any people comment for you, Katie?
Buy some books. Already read them.
Any people comment for you, Katie?
What about your books? Read them.
The Matilda effect is when women do the work but men take the credit. For example, Dr. Rosalind Franklin, she took the first image of DNA. Two dudes stole it, got famous, and received the Nobel Prize. The Matilda effect is when women do the work but men take the credit. For example, Dr. Rosalind Franklin, she took the first image of DNA. Two dudes stole it, got famous, and received the Nobel Prize. The Matilda effect is when women do the work but men take the credit. For example, Dr. Rosalind Franklin, she took the first image of DNA. Two dudes stole it, got famous, and received the Nobel Prize.
Any people comment for you, Katie?
$220 million for one commercial. I'm a
Your accomplishment.
Now the the essential open earbuds, I should say. Because we can't leave out essential. The essential open earbuds are going to let you block out what you want to block out and listen to what you want to listen to, while still keeping you cognizant and alert around you with the things that are going on, so you won't get run over by a bread truck or potentially have a safe fall on your head. Actually, many of the new essential open earbud sets have radar also. If there's a plummeting device headed anywhere towards you within a 10-foot radius, suddenly when it's about 20 feet over your head, you'll hear and just jump, just go, just dive somewhere. As long as you get 5.5 feet away, you'll be out of that 10-foot radius.
Radar feature with radar. Don't read for radar. That's the radar.
People told me that's what I was beeping. Whenever I hang out, they sound it was beep, beep, beep. Well, that's your radar. But that is when I was heavier and I took up more space. Folks, the essential open earbuds, they're really light. The ear hooks are
Okay, let's move out.
so they stay in, but you can
Okay, let's be on our way.
Because if you, let's say you want to turn your head, you just take these earbuds off, you switch the ear hook around the other way, and you put it back on, and you're in this direction. You can wear them at the gym, on walks, doing stuff around the house, engaging in carnal knowledge. They call this the reverse cowgirl position, and they don't feel uncomfortable. So that means, unless you're slapped in the head by a family member or a close friend or a neighbor, if you catch a palm right to one of these things, you don't need tweezers to get it out of your ear. Placing it is something that you don't just watch your mouth, and you don't need to worry about it. But as long as you're careful when you pop off.
But it's one of those on the great sounds, and we use it for great earbuds, a great deal for listening.
Yes, 3 million customers are site. That's right. Yes, it's been you know, it also became a feeling because guys don't try out the that's AUI. Not from somebody. It's 20% off. 20% off the JC. Money making opportunity here. Retail price the difference because they don't listen to my show. So you're guaranteed to make 20%.
Amazon.com. Search ABC.
Competition. People just use our name at a fucking good price. You get 20% off. Right, earbuds here. Just sell them today. That's our last Play-Doh convention. RayCon.com/JCE. 20% off. Thank you, Raycon. Sponsorship and manufacture of these essential here. You can hear on the page right here instead of knocking falling safe. What here? What is get back to
I'm your target.
Just to hear that today, SCPWPod.com. That was the podcast. Share. They're at CC5pod.com.
Speaking of capacity, and the brain's capacity process championship match from AEW match. With an unplanned ending, that was potential injury, but now I'm saying it's not that severe. Potential injuries that did not materialize in this thing. And there was some controversy afterwards over the silliest shit I've ever heard. So, let's do this in order. Let's talk about the match. Megan Breen and Penelope Pitstone will challenge Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron for the women's tag team title. And without trying to be overly critical, potentially verbally cruel to anybody. Let's face it, Megan, if she had anything, she'd be in the NXT program with that, looking like that, with that size. She is, we would call her Megan McGee. She's Tom McGee. She has a great look and she can do athletic things, but she's not good, she's not smart, she's awkward, she can't put it together in a wrestling context. And I think we'll be various places. She is the female Johnny Gargano. Have you noticed this? Even when she got a boot, her facial expression didn't change. She is all body. All this stuff. I gotta go there. I gotta do this. She's thinking about it. You can see it on her face. musical comedy variety show. She is not a wrestler.
Get a load of these flies!
Is the only one of her that should even be trying to do this, to be quite honest. And she was everybody else is in the military. Just the first one. It was sloppy, it was too complicated. They were all running through a routine. These
Straight to the
slots,
shack trap!
they think of and their mind think they're doing them correctly, recently, evenly. They think about it, but then they're just shoving each other into things and running hither and yon and landing on people. And I don't know, before somebody even got hurt, somebody's gonna get hurt. Nobody tells them to calm down and just do the shit that they can do well. There's nobody say, wait a minute. You're just running around back and forth doing things to each other with no structure and trying to do all this shit. Just calm down and do the shit you do well. If we can find what those things are. And you seem really Willie Nightingale and Harlow Cameron, they did the double back senton splash right on top of poor Penelope. And her expression didn't change then. She got 350 pounds dropped on her fucking tits. There was a spot. Double clothesline broke the heels. Position, grabbing the rope, jump for like 5 seconds, and the face is running to it, and Penelope, she on that one. I've never seen there was a fake four-way on the floor. It was like a video of Marks playing wrestling. And then they did the spot where Megan did a dive and then held both the babyface. Think about this, Brian. The heels are the one doing the dive and then doing the beautiful moonsault off the top rope backwards. Why are the heels doing all this shit? It's the baby faces that are supposed to do the exciting, graceful fucking moves. And the heels are supposed to fucking cheat. Idiots. You gotta hospitalize yourself, you don't even know what side you're on. So, Megan does the dive, pulls both the baby faces, and Penelope, the heel, does a moonsault off the top rope onto the floor onto both of these fucking people. But she goes right in between them and landed on the floor. And that was their break spot, so they went to the break, but you could see her get up. They had picture in picture. She got up and started walking. But then apparently she had...
Help out for now.
She moved around, and by the time they came back from the break, Penelope was gone. Making it come back on Megan. And back in it. The heel manager just jumped out of there and felt disqualification. Penelope hurt herself on the moonsault and had an ankle injury, and they just put away somewhere. And they called an audible for the heel girl manager to jump in and just do a disqualification. Why is a heel girl doing a moonsault onto the baby faces instead of the other way around to begin with? And more importantly, why are all these fucking girls being allowed to do shit that's going to cause them serious fucking injury? Would have say somebody ought to be able to tell them you can't do that, I don't mean tell them you're not allowed to do that. I mean tell them you cannot perform that correctly. So before we go into the controversy, what do you think about this fucking match?
Do you hit on a lot of the realities of the AEW Women's Division?
I think Megan Page is pretty good. Not saying she's great, not saying she's ready to carry something, but she's got she's not wrestling. And Penelope's been there since day one. She'll probably be there as long as she wants to. How many times has she done it with her? Did she get her doing the same thing? Or might be with someone else? I can't keep her. That's the problem. AEW has with the women wrestlers mixed in with that weren't ready for NXT. Sounds like some people that create WWE that shouldn't even be on TV. So yeah, I saw this. This was a mess. Talking about the controversy, I guess I should put it. Yeah, I mean, what did you expect? What did you ask? You're thinking someone was going to get hurt. Was it a classic? What did you expect? Well, somebody got hurt. So now apparently there's another controversy out of this because Harley Cameron, after the match and people found out that Penelope had hurt her ankle from doing the moonsault because she went right in between Willow and Harley, because before she wasn't looking, it was another blind backwards moonsault like everybody does these days. They just, there's Willow be there and catch me. But so many people blamed Harley Cameron for not catching Penelope that they ran her off Twitter. Apparently she deactivated her Twitter account by the following day or whatever because so many people were, oh, you should have caught her. That's the problem. You have a bunch of green talent, whether male or female, doing shit that's over their heads. And you can see on the camera angle that was broadcast, Penelope starts going backwards and her arms fly up. Old Harley went, oh, gotta go, oh shit. She went to the right, then she realized she should go to the left. Any further,
Ready to work.
Harley was.
Alrighty. Perfection.
She had to back up or she would have got clobbered by her own fucking partner. Which is another part of the stupid thing about holding the two standing. Anyway. The point is, number one, who cares that much about Penelope to harass this other poor girl? And secondly, it wasn't her fault any more than anybody else that misses any of these dudes diving anyway. It's out the top. Are you supposed to know where they're going, where they're going to land, especially if you're green? You see, you don't have time to sag back. This was just one of these stupid things that happens when all of these people get together and start jumping off the shit onto piles of people. Sometimes they land, sometimes they don't. But to harass Harley like she did anything wrong, or especially on purpose, is ridiculous.
Look good. Alrighty. Perfection.
It's not so much as catching flying let me catch this 125-pound out-of-control spinning fucking human body while I only weigh 125 pounds myself and I'm standing still.
Come back anytime.
She should have fucking dove out of the way. Make no bones about it. this is again, it's another one of those things where the fans don't understand and they don't get it. Because the same, there's people screaming at Harley for doing this, but something we didn't even talk about, except it's happening now. It wasn't on Raw last week with Julia and Rhea Ripley. And I don't know, oh, now Corden loves Rhea, so everybody else has got to be wrong. No bullshit. Go back. If anybody cares enough, maybe you're one of the people who ran Harley Cameron off Twitter. But if anybody wants to go back and look at the assault off the top and the ending in between the two girls, and ascertain a blame of that, and then look at it side by side with what Julia did to Rhea Ripley. When we talk about that's not working stiff, it's working dangerous, or that's not working snug, it's working recklessly, that was a textbook example. It would have been a fist fight in the locker room in the territory days. With what Julia, and I want to explain.
You gotta describe this. I don't know if everyone knows what you're talking about.
Well, I'm going to also explain why you can't do this. Julia had Rhea Ripley on her knees in front of her with a surfboard hold on her. So Rhea's on her knees facing away from Julia, and Julia has a hold of both of Rhea's wrists with her arms behind her in the surfboard hold. Okay, that's fine, that's old as nails. Then what Julia does to Rhea Ripley is raises her right foot and gives her a legitimate curb stomp. Right in the small of the back, shoulders, neck area, boom, and straight down, and it drove Rhea Ripley's face down into the mat, gave her a big black eye. And that's what I'm talking about, working dangerous and working reckless instead of working snug or stiff. Because when you're in that position, imagine, Brian, you're down on your knees and your arms are behind you and she's got a hold of them. Even if you have called ahead of time, now when the referee makes me break this hold or whatever, I'm going to give you a stomp in the back and you go flat to your face on the mat, right? That's what we've agreed on. But when I'm standing there holding on to your wrists, Brian, what I would do is I would give you the Iggy on your wrists. I would give you the little stretch that indicates I'm about to let go, get ready. Then I would let go of your hands and put your back and push you forward. Letting you take your own bump, because as soon as I let go of your hands, you're just going to bring them around in front of you. And I would take it. We can take a post, or if you're ready to fall, I would bend my left arm in front of me, and I would go down with my face turned to the right, and fucking my right arm flat on the mat at the same time, too. But this fucking
big boy
bitch did, disregarding the safety of her opponent, was not letting go of the arm. She put her foot in that back, and she just fucking pushed her down. You've got your back to somebody you can't see when it's coming. You need not only the Iggy to let you know, but you also need them to be working. And there was no time for Rhea to react, no time for her to get her hands in front of her, no time for her to stop her fucking momentum, and with the padding that they use on those rings, state-of-the-art padding, I can't imagine how hard you gotta hit the fucking mat to give yourself a flat out. That was bullshit. I looked at that, I'm like, what the fuck? What's this fucking douchebag be thinking? To do that to somebody, man, woman, male, female, animal, vegetable, mineral.
Catch the latest
That was not
here.
professional. Regardless of who was doing it to who. So if somebody can get fucking run off Twitter, run that fucking Julia bitch
Oh,
off
here's a
Twitter.
quest that's only available right
She's
now.
dangerous. And as I said, if you can see somebody doing that to Buddy Landell in fucking Paracha, Louisiana, and goddamn shit taking place in a locker room immediately afterwards. That's bullshit. You've got to have a fucking private, closed-door talk with the son of a bitch that kicks you that hard face first to a bed. I'm sure they're all like, oh, things happen. Yeah, things happen. We can do them.
Big boy.
Did you see that, Brian? Did you see that?
Have everything?
Yes. We do a SmackDown. I said Raw and SmackDown.
I actually didn't know she had a black eye. I saw it and it looked bad, but I didn't realize it was afterwards.
I saw people talking about it on Twitter, sharing the clip of what happened, and apparently Rhea took a picture out of her black eye or whatever. But Jesus H. Christ, again. Just ridiculous. It's possessing most of these young folks these days. Nevertheless, moving on very quickly, because we want to get to the main event. Brody King beat poor old Jobber Davis. Now his job is to job every week. But it took Brody 10 minutes to help anybody. The announcers ignored the fuck ice chant that was briefly done at the bell. They just kind of talk over it. And then Brody King told Swerve that he's the most dangerous man in AEW and he wants a fight on the pay-per-view. And then Bandito said he wants a fight on the pay-per-view too. Maybe they'll fight Swerve. And then music played, and Don Fallis came out with Andre dressed up like a chauffeur from Goodfellas, and they stared at each other. So I'm sure that'll be what that is. Did I summarize that segment properly?
I think so. It's an interesting matchup just because Marcus was one of the bigger people there. Really came big and big his first people likes that on the roster. And functions it's like a big established. It's important. It's not kids he's helping. He's a big guy that does jobs.
Really, his partner that was a big guy too. Nick Goulas would have made them brothers. He would have made them brothers because they looked enough alike. He pushed them on top and they'd have been the tag team champions, but now Mark's just
Remember when we first saw his partner was?
Kyle Fletcher.
That's right, because it looked, here was this fucking fat guy looked like he was in his 30s, and his teenage kid looked like he was 14. Well, anyhow, and then we were ready for our main event, folks. Mile High Madness. Anything goes. New disqualification. Say it with me all together, fans. This is the children's breakout. The Hardly Boys team with Jungle Jack Off and the Rascals
Heels inbound.
against Ricochet and his stooges at 4FTR has to be in this world now, this universe, inside AEW, where the kids get to play with their designated play partners, but they don't cross-pollinate with the rest of the roster. I mean, this was a parody of ECW. Jungle Jackoff comes out, gets in the ring, then all the heels come out and jump on him. And then the Hardly Boys make the save, and everybody's diving and fighting on the floor and into the arena in a triple box where you're seeing two almost completely flat camera angles because the arena isn't lit. And then a wide shot, you can't tell what the fuck's going on anyway from the music is playing, but it's not there. Jack, oh my goddamn it. See your shit, it's like, it's Volta fucking Mora.
Fans were having a great time. I mean, the biggest pop band did when the music played a second time. They got the biggest pop of the match.
They're just a bunch of fucking idiots running around in the dark in the building. I mean, I would expect maybe this could be the music to narrate an all-out brawl at a daycare center. But anyway, you couldn't see anything. They did comedy with Stokely in the wheelchair. The gymnastics everywhere, the chairs, the plastic buckets, the tables. And at one point, another rascal came off the top of the match and just beat people up. And he used a fire extinguisher, and Jungle Boy got a vacuum cleaner. And he hit people over the head with a dust bucket. I mean, it was just so contrived and over and over.
One of the rascals didn't even know how to use the fire extinguisher because he came out using it, and then he went to like hit the guy with the other part of it. He started spraying right behind him.
So the match doing the thing is he was trying to work and hit the guy with the canister, and he fucking managed to take time to spray his own face with it. But they went, into the overrun. About 3 minutes into the overrun, I fucking, it's almost day. I fast forwarded about 5 minutes, and the Cucamonga kids continued won the thing. Just for no reason. You just have messes like this, and it's in a sloppy, fake fashion. If it was 3 minutes long, and it got him kind of in a stand of here. It's 20 minutes long, and it just looks so fucking funny. You just laugh at it and want to sing along with Paul's part. And one thing on the show that you can ever do to do any more. You know, that was profound. Think about that. What are you thinking?
I was thinking that was profound. Think about it.
Well, you have to dwell on it for a second. And then you'll find out how profound it is. I can't remember exactly how I said it now, so the less you do, the more you know. That's another something like that.
I believe that's another one of the tracks on the album I call the fucking war.
That's all I can say about that. That big man. That's fine.
They had a good time. They got fans. They love hearing that music and just the chaos. Not for me, and the Bucks suck. So that's what we've felt for years, and it has not changed.
That was a dance craze in Nashville at one time. The Bucks Suckin' Boogie.
Hey.
Well, I thought it wasn't anything special.
Got something in mind?
The fans there seem to be into it, and that's not profound. You don't have to think about it. That was dynamite.
Well, then think about that. Think about how much skill it takes, how much profundity it takes to be profound.
We'll see what happens, of course.
What are we
I
making
don't do
today?
anything else. We may.
What we're doing right now, but of course, after the pay-per-view coming up, we have an AEW pay-per-view in a few weeks, so lots more AEW action coming.
What are we making today?
It's not like talking about another great episode there.
Can we get out on a down note? Should we always leave a morning
Where
list?
to find me?
Well, Dynamite and what's your show? I don't know why I'm trying to like say it. I'm just gonna never
Try to get permission to leave.
if you want to call it early tonight, because
Early? Yeah, it's almost dark.
it's your show. It's your show. It's your call. I don't know if this is for me or not, but it is now.
Just clean this up as best you can. Folks, we're going to be back soon with more. We've done all we can do here. If you have no more questions, you're free to leave. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, fuck you, and bye-bye, everybody.